Hey, so it's Sunday, so that means it's update time, and I actually recorded this before, but then after recording it, everything I said kind of doesn't make sense anymore just because my opinion and my thoughts have changed. And so I want to go ahead and address that and update it now. And the first thing, the most important thing that I had to go through, that I went through this week, was learning about focus. And I'm happy I got a chance to talk to Marcel Gil. He's a YouTuber from Spain. He goes ahead and does YouTube automation for tutorials, for search-based videos. And one really important conversation I had with him wasn't, about the types of videos you make, wasn't like how to do them better. It was more so like to remain focused and choose one thing, because before he had, his focus was very split. He had, just like me, multiple channels, except he had even more than what I did. And the thing is, he actually had some success in a lot of them, but then he stopped, and then he did other ones. And the main thing, what I'm trying to say is that the minute he focused on one thing, which in this case for him would be tutorials, that's when he started seeing success. That's when from 1 year he went from 0 all the way to, up to 1,000, 2,000 a month, 2,000 euros a month. And so that's awesome that he was able to go ahead and achieve that. And so bringing that to my situation, my focus is currently split amongst, one thing, it's this channel. The second thing is going to be the browse-based space channel. And the third one is the tutorial search-based channel. And so I thought all three were manageable, but in reality, it's too much, because when I'm trying to think of ideas for the space channel, I still worry about the tutorials, and then vice versa. And so I had to come up with a hard decision, and I made the decision to follow my instinct, follow my gut, which originally I thought was do what you started with first, which was browse-based, the space channel. And that was my thinking to go for it. But then after having another conversation just now with somebody else, I had to go ahead and rethink on what is it that I really like doing? What do I really have a passion for? What do I like? Because that is one of the hardest things for me, because I really never knew what I liked. When I went to college, I went to study biochemistry, molecular biology. I didn't like that. I did good, but I didn't have a passion for it. I didn't like it. I was thinking of engineering. I didn't really like that. I was thinking of coding. I didn't like that. I never knew what I really liked. The only thing I knew for sure that I liked and wanted was an online business. All right, so we have that base point there. All right, YouTube, that's an online business. That's a model. But now even going to it, I originally started it with Elon Musk, just like a lot of people do, and shortly realized that, hey, this niche it's not going to be good in the long term, because everybody's doing it and the competition is too high. And even the channels that are doing well with it, like I think Elon Musk Live, that's like one of the biggest channels. Even they don't even have 1 million subscribers yet, and their videos, their views to sub ratio is just kind of bad. Like, yeah, they'll get a couple 100,000 views on some videos, but then others will be like, maybe like 10,000 views, maybe 5,000, and it just seems like it's not a channel to continue. Hence why I switched to space, because I saw there was a lot more opportunity in that. I saw big channels thriving in it, and I saw little channels thriving in it too. So much so that their views compared to their subs were much higher. So I knew that was the right choice. And so it came to the conclusion with like, all right, now should I continue doing this space channel, or should I go for the tutorial channel? And I was thinking, first off the bat, space. And I think my thinking was too biased, because I already started doing it. I already put 5 months of work, 5 months worth of money into it. I built up a team for it. And so it is the obvious choice that I have to continue doing that. But if I put all that aside and I truly think, am I actually interested in space? Do I find it fun? Do I watch it? Do I consume it for fun? And the answer is no, I don't. I force myself to consume it to learn, but I don't like it. And that's a really hard truth to swallow. And so then just now when I had the other conversation, it got me thinking again, like, all right, what do I like? What do I want to do? And the tutorials they're like a neutral zone. It's not like I don't like it, It's not like I hate it, but it's like I can do it. I've done it before. I can put full attention and focus into doing them myself and having a team with it too at the same time. And I know I can make that successful. All I got to do is learn and record and edit, which I already edit these videos, so I know I can do that versus editing the space channels, because I'm not even interested in that. But then again, I don't think anybody really has a passion for tutorials, at least kind of like how-tos for the phone or just like websites in general. But what I do know is that'll make money in the long term, in the long run. And so that's why now I'm confused again. Honestly, I'm like, all right, so what should I choose? Should I just go with the tutorials then instead? Or should I continue with the space? But then there's like a third aspect too, which is like, all right, if I didn't do any YouTube automation, if I just wanted to do what I wanted to do, what would I have done? And so it brings me back to like some of the original content that I was putting back in like June, which was the challenges. Personally, I like doing that, and hence why I did like the keto video, hence why I did the running video. But the truth is, those videos sucked. The retention on it was awful. Why? Because I just sucked at editing. I didn't do good at it, and what I do know is I can do better, especially with how much attention to detail I put now in my videos. I know they can be a lot better, but I know now I definitely, when I edit them, I want to make sure I'm proud of them, especially when they're made more for like an entertainment purpose. If it's a tutorial, that's kind of something different. But if it's an entertainment thing, like the last one I put, like Etsy for 30 days, print on demand. It was a lot of work. It was a lot of editing, but I know I did what I could there for it, and I enjoyed seeing the final product. Don't get me wrong. I still think I could have done a lot better with it, but honestly, I just wanted to put it out as soon as possible, because that video I should have posted like a month before, or like 3 weeks before, but it's just been so delayed because of, again, focus. I had to focus on certain things, and I knew doing that video would take a while for me doing it. But yes, going back to that is, what would I have done if I didn't do YouTube automation? If I haven't started those 4 months, I would have done just challenges. And I even still tried to incorporate those, like hence why I did the fun side of like the AI YouTube automation for 30 days, the YouTube Shorts for 30 days, the Etsy for 30 days. I even had other ideas going back to dropshipping and Shopify or TikTok dropshipping for 30 days. Again, I didn't do those because I knew that would be a distraction from what I'm trying to do, and I would not remain focused with that. But truly asking myself, hey, what is it that I want to do and what I like? I think it would be those challenges, which is why I still had that on my, I don't have the board here, it's over there, but I still have that as my content strategy. In the long term, I still want to do challenges because I find them fun. And like I like doing that, even if in the end I don't get a lot out of it, let's say learning wise with it, like I don't know, like the Shorts model 100%, I don't know the Etsy model 100%. I learned something from it though, and I enjoyed doing that challenge. And that's what I would have done if I started over, just with like a personal brand. So that's what's been going on now. That's what's still going through my head on, all right, what is it that I should focus on and do? And now I'm confused again, truthfully. And so it's a confusing time. Other than that, as far as other things I've done throughout the week, was analyze all my videos on my long form content on my space niche channel. I made some spreadsheets on that. I analyzed the data, but what I did see and realize is, no matter how much split focus there has been going on over these past 5 months in the type of niche I was doing, because again, I switched from Elon Musk, I did some other random tech stuff, some random companies. I never mentioned that, but I did do them, and then eventually went on just to try to do space. Throughout all that, there's still been growth regardless. So I know in my heart, in my brain, I know continuing that challenge, 1 year from now, it will be successful. I know 1 year from now, it's going to be profitable. It's going to be a lot better, because throughout everything's been going up. No matter how slow it's been going up. again, I think all that comes down to focus and what is it that I truly want to do. And hopefully this resonates with you and it makes you think, all right, what do you really want to do? Are you just saying you want to get into, this niche because it'll make the most money, but you don't like it? Maybe you're in the same situation. Maybe you don't really know kind of what you like as far as like topics goes, because I'm not like a sports fan. I watched the World Cup today for soccer. Ecuador won. Yay, I'm Ecuadorian. But I'm not a fanatic of soccer, of sports, of working out, calisthenics. Yeah, I do it, but it's like not my passion. Eating healthy, it's not my passion. I had pizza yesterday. Not exactly healthy, but it's a one-time thing. Actually lies. I had it today too. My brother got pizza for the World Cup, so I'm like, all right, I'll eat some. Yeah. But yeah, that's been going on. That's the harsh truth, the reality of what's going on there. It's kind of sad, kind of demotivating. I don't know, but hopefully you got something out of it too. Just know, regardless of what my decision is, I know I still want to continue doing this over here because I always wanted to document my journey regardless and just look back at it and see what I can do. Whether I eventually keep doing challenges, that was my goal in the long run anyway, to still do random challenges later on. Or if I decide to do the tutorial style videos instead of the space, whatever it is. In the end, it's my decision. Maybe some of you might think I'm stupid and dumb for even thinking that, or switching, or wasting all that time, wasting all that money and effort. But in the end, it doesn't matter. What matters is what makes me happy, and you should think about the same thing too. What makes you happy? And on that note, that's it. And have a good rest of your day. Bye.